what that means in regards to your breast milk? Well, I'm here to explain that to you today. My name is Natalie of Familiar Embrace, and today we're talking about milk supply capacity. So let me tell you, your breast size does not matter on how much milk you can create. You have a 2-week window to build up your milk supply capacity, and every woman is born with a different level of capacity. I like to explain it like an ice machine tank. There is a trailer size ice machine tank. There is a home supply ice machine tank in your refrigerator. There's a hospital grade ice machine tank at the hospital. Those women who have this hospital grade size milk supply tank, they would have been wet nurses. They could feed the neighborhood, they have an excess milk supply, and as long as they are feeding when their baby wants to be fed in the first 2 weeks, not supplementing with bottles or pacifiers or binkies, they're going to fill that entire capacity for their milk supply. Women who have a home refrigerator size ice machine tank, they're going to be more of that average size of milk capacity. They're the ones that make just enough for their baby, maybe a little bit more sometimes, maybe a little bit less. But again, if they're not feeding whenever their baby wants to be fed, they're not going to fill up their entire tank. The last one is the trailer size. Those are women who think that they have no milk or not enough milk to feed their baby. This is actually a myth. What it actually means is that those women just might have to feed their babies more frequently. So when you have a trailer size ice machine tank, you notice that it refills and restocks more frequently throughout the day. Those that have a home size in your refrigerator in your home ice machine tank, it might filter a little bit longer. Those who have the hospital size, I mean, that will fill and reload and empty over a longer period of time. So they could provide their babies with a little bit more milk at one feeding. Those that have the smaller capacity, like a trailer size ice machine tank, they are going to have to feed more frequently throughout the day. It doesn't seem fair, and I'm really sorry, but it doesn't mean that you don't have enough milk to feed your baby. What it means is that you just have to feed maybe every 2 hours or maybe every 3 hours, versus the mom who can feed the entire neighborhood can maybe go 4 hours because her baby is filling up more. Now there's one other slight thing to think about, is that it's just how your baby feeds. If your baby likes to feed more frequently, or maybe your baby tends to be gassy, more upset, or maybe likes to be comforted more frequently, they're going to feed more frequently. And what this is your baby is showing you what their needs are, and you are there to provide and meet your baby's demands. Demands is kind of a bad word for saying that you're meeting their needs. But that's why the word supply and demand came up, is that you have more supply when you are meeting the demands of the baby. It doesn't mean that you are feeding the baby more often, so you should have more milk supply. But that's not the case. It's the milk capacity. The more you feed, the more milk supply you have. Thank you so much for following. If you have any further questions about milk supply capacity, feel free to ask me, familiarembrace.com, and on Facebook. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.